Well, good evening, everybody, from the Never Done and Always Changing. This is the G scale, 1/2 inch scale equals a foot railroad. As some of you are following along, I'm in the process of renovating. I've reduced the footprint in this room quite a bit. You can check out some other videos to see what I've done. But I basically retained this back section back here. I'm adding back in this 4x8 piece approximately. And this past week, what I ended up doing was installing a lift out bridge. And I got it painted up, got it installed. There's still a little detail I'm going to do on the bridge, but I was in the process of wiring. Plan A, which I'll explain here in a second, didn't quite work, so I'm on to plan B. But to give you a little idea of what I did with this bridge, is basically just a 1/2 inch section of plywood, and then this is just my regular cheap hollow core Bachmann track, and then I added some ties and weathered them. That's all balsa ties. And then underneath I kind of blocked it, kind of can show you here. It just lifts out. I had some stringers that were like 1 by 1.5 that I had from framing before. And then I also went ahead and I added some furniture pins for alignment. You can see what those alignments are there. And then I just added a little detail to create what I'm calling the flavor of a girder bridge. And I call it the flavor because it's lacking a lot of detail. It's probably not quite in scale, but from a distance and in the light I have it here, it kind of looks right, and it serves my purpose. So it's just not a piece of wood going across. On the wiring side, I had planned to put some copper strips down on this pink cutout portion of the foam, and then wire that. And then I was going to have some pieces in here that made contact. That's where those screws were going to go here, where those holes are. But it just never worked right. I couldn't get it level. It wasn't making contact all the time. It just it worked well in the video the guys I saw do it, and I just couldn't make it work. So I said, screw it, plan B. So now I'm back to just some plugins along here. So again, installing the bridge here. It's kind of, just going to make a liar out of me now. Here we go. Oops. Got the wire in the way on the other side. Anyways, the wire doesn't go up underneath there. But as you can see, wire will go underneath. These will plug in. Everything will be good. And then this would be my risers. Not exactly what you normally might see in a model railroad, but I don't quite do things the normal way. I kind of cobble things together. This material here is 3/16 inch gator board. And if you've never used it, it's really a strong, flat material. It's stronger than, say, masonite or anything like that. 1/4 inch plywood might work, but again, I have to purchase plywood. I had this stuff. I'll just be mounting it on pieces of foam. And to get this rise, that's about a 3% grade going back there. And then along these edges, I'll bring this whole area back up with foam, and I'm going to have some buildings and trees and different things in this area. And again, then I'll have this lift out bridge, which with 2 hands, I can only do it with 1 hand right now, flips out nice and easy. Everything aligns really nicely. So I'm really looking forward to this, and we'll go from there. So hopefully the next time I make a video, I'm going to have a train running around, because I'm hoping to have this wiring done here in the next day or so, and get all that section leveled off and set up so that it can handle the weight. Right now this is a little flexible, but once you get some weight underneath that or some structure underneath it, it's just fine. I've used it under most of that part back there, and it's worked out great all these years. So again, I used what I had on hand, and it's worked fine for me. So hopefully it'll continue to do that. Thanks again for watching and following along. For now, adios from the never done and always changing here in Rockland, California on this November 17th. Bye now.